All right, here we go.
Welcome back to episode number 2, numero dos of the GAF podcast. How are we feeling, Trev?
We're feeling good. Not as good as you, since
I'm
you are
feeling-
running on pure caffeine.
I am feeling it
And
right now, and I'm
kratom.
feeling good.
Downed it. So here we are, back for episode number 2. First one went absolutely great, so we decided to keep the train rolling.
Why not?
Why not? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I like that. That's my motto these
We
days.
But
So how's the week been, Trev?
Yeah,
How's it been treating you since the last pod?
week's been good. Nice weather. What else did we do? Not really much going on. A lot of driving everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I think when I drive a lot? I just see everybody on the interstate and stuff. Some people, you see road rage every day,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit. I don't partake in any of it. I don't get mad when I drive, nothing like that, Not really cool enough to partake. Kind of a big pussy when I drive. However, even just going by like regular people, I look at everybody, I'm like, man, they like, what's their life story? What do they got going on? Because there's just so many, and I'm like, I wonder if they're listening to the Good This Found podcast. What are they listening?
I'll be
to?
honest, I highly doubt it.
I hope not.
Do you ever wonder where their destination is?
The GAF is the cause for the road rage.
That's probably it. Do you ever wonder where their destination is?
I don't know if
Like-
they're listening to this. It's probably to the closest wall. No, but I do think about that. I'm like, where is their destination? It's it's just something to ponder. We drive a lot, so we get bored on the open road.
It's an hour to work every day,
Mhm.
hour back home.
Mhm.
So 2 hours of window time a day at least.
At
That's
least.
just on the interstate.
Yeah, and then you drive all day at work if you got stuff to do.
If we got to go clear up north, then that's another hour.
Yeah, it's
To and
just
back.
people everywhere. It's interesting. We're like, man. But they probably look at us the same time. Like,
Look
whatever-
at these
yeah,
idiots.
whatever that guy's got going on, whatever I'm doing, it's way more important than them.
See, and our driving styles are completely different. So people are saying completely different things because we got Trev that's going the exact speed limit and not a mile per hour over. And then you got me that's doing at least 6 to 10 over.
Yeah, and either way, people are just mad at both of us. Like, we're not winning either the battles. Either people are like, "Oh my gosh, pick it up, old man! You're going too slow. You're holding everything up."
Or it's like, look at this asshole.
Or they're like,
he's running late.
This speed demon. Yeah, what's this guy late for?
A few weeks ago, me and Trev were heading home from work at the same time. And
Mhm.
Trev was behind me.
Oh.
And he tried to keep up. It
That's
wasn't working too good.
white knuckles the whole way. Like, vehicles can go this fast now? Really? I'm like, good Lord. I'm like, man, hopefully the governor sits in soon.
Well,
I'm
it's a
getting
good thing
scared.
that I was in my work truck and not my personal truck.
Yeah, then you'd be breaking the sound barrier.
Well, no, I'd probably blow a tire because my tires are absolutely trash.
Tires,
They're
bald.
completely bald.
They're as bald as an eagle.
I don't want to spend $3,000 on tires alone.
I mean, if you don't want to do that, then you got to send them to Romania to get a hair transplant because they are. It's unbelievable. We need to put that on the gram. Put it somewhere.
A picture of my
How
tires.
unbelievably bald they are. It's you guys need to see, well, and they're 35. So it looks even worse. They're even a bigger tire, so it shows even more. You're like, wow, that's a big bald tire.
They got the 35s on a negative. Negative 44.
44,
offset.
yeah, 12 wides, yeah, unreal. Dude.
12 and a half wides.
Oh my gosh!
So,
that-
I mean-
it's that half that matters.
Mhm, the half always matters.
Yeah, it's alarming. People look at it, they're like, "Wow, what a nice truck."
And they get closer.
That guy has so much money into that. Oh, then they see the price. Then they see the custom offset sticker. Oh,
Oh no, that's a
Dude,
broke boy
just-
sticker.
they're like, oh no.
I put it on there at the ripe age of 20 to try
but
and look cool. Let
that's
them
what
know
they're
it's
thinking.
it's custom
They're probably like,
and
man,
it has
high
offset.
school's probably pretty tough on that old boy. And I mean, the fact that you could have sold that bad boy for twice as much as it's worth now. Back in the day, it's just actually you could have traded it in.
I could have traded it in, but I was dumb. I was like, nah, I gotta have a good looking truck over
Yeah,
over the money. The money does
just
not matter
ego.
right now.
Right.
And now I would give anything to have that money with no truck.
Yeah, you're like, I don't know. I can't trade it in. These tires still got some tread on them. I'm gonna make sure
No, they don't. They're racing slicks.
I'm gonna wear these things out to where they're bald, and then once the vehicle market shifts and I'm not able to afford tires, I'll reconsider.
I'll reconsider.
I'll let you lowball me then, old boy.
But then that goes against our past statement of if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
now it is broke, but I won't fix it.
Right. If it's broke, don't fix it. Yeah. If it's broke, don't even think about it. If it's broke, just ignore it until it becomes a bigger problem. You know.
That's story of my life.
Right.
That's the story of my life.
Yeah, you gotta nip that thing in the bottle.
But I don't. I just ride it out.
You're like, you know what? It'll work itself out. Everything's gonna be fine. Oh man. It would work. It would work if you were carefree about it and you were like, nah, it's fine.
But I'm not.
I don't know what stress is, so I'm not gonna worry about it. I'll sleep fine tonight. You're like the opposite.
I stress.
You're like, I know I need to do
about
this,
everything, but I do nothing to fix the stress at all.
Yeah, you're like, I'll just ponder it on my hour commute every day. I'll just fester on that. And when I get home and lay my head on the pillow, I'll wake up in a few hours and then not be able to go back to sleep and just ponder that and just pray to God. I'll do anything to fall asleep and then just.
But here's the thing. Every time on that hour drive, once I get to the office, it's all smiles, dude.
Yeah.
Everything goes away.
It goes away. Yeah, we
rip some smelling salts and we're having a good day.
Oh, the smelling salts. I mean, what are we doing? We have people. It's a problem. We have people.
It's becoming
fully addicted.
It's an epidemic around there.
I don't even think they can breathe oxygen without it being
no.
smelling salts anymore. And they aren't pleasant. It's not fun.
Shout out to J-Rod.
Yeah, my goodness, J-Rod. And just man hits. I'm like,
we should have J-Rod on here for his intervention.
Let's do it.
We'll just have a pod intervention.
Yeah. Get him on GAF. Just be like, yeah, come on the pod, dude. Yeah, no, fun, friendly banter. Then get him on here. We just have Dr. Phil walk around, just sits down. He's like, J-Rod, let's have a seat. Let's talk about the smelling salts addiction. It's like, wow, this took a turn.
For the worst.
He just grabs the smelling salt, runs through the wall. See ya. Deadlifts 1,300 pounds before he leaves. Like,
it doesn't help that he's also has 13 cups of coffee while ripping the smelling salts.
Oh man, yeah, the amount of energy.
I've seen him speed walking through the office. I'm pretty sure he has to do that just to keep his heart rate from. His heart from literally exploding.
I'm glad he's such a nice guy because if
he's the best.
Imagine if you angered him on that.
He's the best.
It's game over. So, yeah, try to keep that to a minimum. My goodness, it's getting out of control. And shoot, after that, we brought. Obviously, we're missing our
special
first guest. Yeah, our special guest from last time, third co-host, whatever.
Macy P.
Dump truck Mason. So yeah, we brought the poster to the office just to show the boys, just to get a general reaction. And it overall, I mean, outstanding.
We'll have to post a pic on Insta, all the socials of Macy P standing next to it.
Yeah. It's
almost life size.
It's almost life size. I can afford the 6 foot. There's like a $30 difference between the 5 foot poster cutout and the 6 foot. So I'm like, well, old boys are gonna get what they get, and not complain about it. Hopefully, but yeah, they loved it. They thought it was cute since it was shorter.
It's made its way around the office. It's made a full circle.
It really has, in places that it shouldn't have been even. And we're like, oh wow, it's there. Didn't plan on that. That's okay. Well, But it's back at its rightful home, and what's just so funny is behind the desk, he's just sitting there. So when people walk by, it looks like someone's sitting there in just a dark office, and it's absolutely hilarious. So
It's gonna be a good surprise on Monday.
it worked good. Everybody, it really lightened the mood in the office. The cubicles were popping. So highly recommend. I don't have an affiliate link or anything. I don't know. I got it on Amazon. If you want that, just search like cardboard cutout. You just send them a picture and they custom make it. You can do all kinds of stuff. You can do like the wooden stick with like someone's face on it, all that fun stuff. That's probably what's coming next. So yeah,
We'll just do that and get one of the wooden sticks and just put it at everyone's cubicle. Somebody different.
Somebody gets their own, someone they don't even know. They're just getting somebody's face.
Let's do it with GAF. We'll just put our faces, the
There we go.
logo
Right
there around the office.
What good advertising? just a good way to advertise and also just piss everyone off simultaneously.
I think it'd be a good time.
Let's do it. I need one in my passenger seat so they think I'm carpooling.
That's why you're going so slow.
They're like, oh man, that guy's twin is probably yelling at him for going too fast, so that's why he's going slow. Or they'll see him and they'll be like, oh, there's two of them. We'll give them a break. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what people think when they drive, but I wonder what they're thinking about, where they're going, what they're listening to.
Tell us what you think about when you drive.
Yeah, let us know.
We're really curious because our minds wander.
Oh man, it's like time traveling. Like I'll leave for work in the morning, especially, and I think I leave early. It's not 5:30, and it's like I'll just daydream about winning the lottery for an hour or whatever I daydream about. I don't know what I'm daydreaming about. And then all of a sudden I'm just at work and I'm like, oh wow, when did I get here? Or how did I get here? Did I run every stoplight and every stop sign? I don't know. Did I pass anyone? I don't know. I know for sure I didn't go a single mile an hour over the speed limit
not.
at any
Why
point.
would we do that?
Other than that, because thank goodness for cruise control. But other than that, I don't know. Don't know what happened. Just
hopefully I did not hit somebody.
Yeah.
That's my thoughts when I was completely zoned out. Hopefully nobody was in my path.
Yeah, I'd hope I'd snap out of it if I hit someone,
Shoot. You daydream about winning the lottery when you drive?
Oh, I daydream about winning the lottery when I do anything.
Yeah. What would be the first thing you bought if you won the lottery? Not first thing you did, the first thing you bought for yourself. What would it be?
What would it be? Probably some adjustable dumbbells, because
that would be number one.
I wanted to get some for the home gym, which is right next to him. You can't really see it, but I wanted to get some on Black Friday, but man, it's a little steep. So probably adjustable dumbbells.
You're not a very extravagant guy. You're a pretty minimalist guy.
Look at that fucking dirt bike. Yeah, I need to clear this place out.
Dirt bike.
Yeah, I used to want to be a minimalist. What else would I buy? I mean, yeah, other than that, bunch of real estate, diversify, get a bunch of like dividend paying stocks.
Would you buy a new house for yourself besides just real estate for your portfolio?
Eventually, yeah. I wouldn't initially. I'd want to get some rentals first that are dishing out.
Would you pay off the house?
I'd pay off the house, yeah. But
what about getting yourself a vehicle?
Dude, for how much I think about this, what, dude, I don't really know that much. I'm like, I should have thought about this more. But I'm like, that's all I think about. It's more of like, I don't even know if it's really the lottery because I don't play the lottery. It's more like, especially right now in Discord chats or even like, let's see, like Wall Street bets on like Reddit and stuff. You see these people's success stories, and especially after Bitcoin hit, like once it got over 90 grand and now 100 grand,
right?
I'm seeing people in there that I've known for maybe like a few years, but seeing them, because I completely missed that boat. Like I've been in and out of Bitcoin since 2017, but never stuck around.
You were in
for it.
Doge?
I was in Doge in 2018, which salty subject, but
We won't go there.
we talked about it a little last time. But yeah, just where those people are at right now, I'm super pumped for them. But at the same time, I'm like, man, just how some of the people knew in like the early 2010s is nuts. Oh, let's see who this is.
All right, we're back.
We're back, dude. Slight interruption from old J Rod. Hell yeah, dude. Always delivering good news. But yeah, I mean, it's just it's tough you get like FOMO, which is fear of missing out. And that's what I've got now, because I see people just balling. They're like, oh yeah. But I don't know, there's a lot of people that are like, I ain't each Bitcoin's fair. And I'm like,
Dude, I'm scared to enter.
Yeah.
I
know. Imagine being one of the people that like lost your Bitcoin like keys from you're like, oh man, those 100 Bitcoin that I had to be worth, what would that be, $10 million or whatever now,
because it just went over 100,000.
And they're like, oh, I forgot my keys though, I can't get access to it.
I saw a story about a guy, or the guy that was delivering, that ordered a
The
pizza,
pizza, yeah.
and didn't have enough, and so he just gave the driver a Bitcoin.
What a good story though. I mean, that's kind of
Good.
You're
good
right
for
there.
them.
Yeah. I mean, not
so good on the guy that gave it, but I mean,
yeah, it's wild. That's kind of what I think about. I'm like, man, if you could, because at that point you kind of earned it and you made it through that. Winning the lottery, I feel like you're just, oof, that'd be a big one. You're just getting slammed with a bunch of money. Got to pay a lot of taxes.
that would kill me, is
Yeah.
to see that much money and then 40% of it's just gone, at least 40% of it because of taxes.
Yeah, it would be hard. Oh man, yeah, you're just like, please do something good with this. They're like, nah, no, we'll do something else with that. Actually, sweet.
Doesn't matter.
Oh man, yeah, that would be tough. But yeah, like some kind of big win on an investment. But
You've had a few big wins.
where are they? Actually, the government got most of that too, and then my greed got the rest of it. So it's that's what I think about. It's not even to the point where I'd really want to buy much. I just want to be like, get enough real estate and dividends to just have enough like
sense of security.
Yeah, I just want to go on like trips and stuff with the family. I just want to have enough to where I'd still work. I'd take a lot more time off, but just work. And
who knows, guys? Maybe we'll be doing the GAF podcast soon from a beach in Cancun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I'll have my private yacht and helicopter combination. We'll fly a lucky GAF subscriber out to the yacht and wine and dine them. All expenses paid by the guest. Not us.
Not us.
Bank accounts are still overdrafted from this whole situation. So yeah,
I can tell you what they're not overdrafted from: buying tires.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Yeah, just the essentials like podcast equipment and half a cow.
Dude, I'm so pumped.
Yeah, it's when I told Dylan the other day, I'm like, dude, you're like a 50-year-old man. He gets up early every day. He's in bed
4 a.m. every day.
When do you go to bed every night?
It kind of depends. So if towards the beginning of the week, I'm in bed like 9. I'm usually sleeping by 9:30 at the very latest.
Mm-hmm.
Towards the end of the week, though, we're going to bed. I'm usually in bed by about 7:45, 8 o'clock, sleeping by 8:30, 8:45. I mean,
for our audio only listeners, he's in his 20s.
I am 25 years old.
He's an old man. How about
I'd like to be well rested.
How about when the election happened, he has some neighbors down the street, elderly, that
just getting rowdy,
revving their diesel to the moon, just bouncing it off the rev limiter. The old man's just in his grandpa truck, just bouncing it.
The wife's just loving it. She's yeah.
And they're the elderly people. And they're the ones that annoyed.
I mean, they're not too elderly.
They
I
annoyed
mean,
D-Lane.
they're.
He's like, oh, keep it down now. Keep it down there. It's my bedtime.
I want my life when I get a little bit older. I want to be that guy that's like, get off my lawn.
Well,
But I don't have a lawn right now.
You got to get a lawn first. We were talking about that as well because I take a lot of pride in my lawn now.
I want to so bad.
But my lawn's tiny and I just got a little push mower. But like we were talking about, I mean, the epitome of it is to just have enough to where you can have a riding lawnmower and just, get some lemonade and just go out on a Saturday morning and just ride that boy.
I will know I made it.
Get your lines perfectly straight. Get everything back and forth.
I'll know I made it when I'm on my mower on a Saturday morning at 7 a.m.
It's just
mowing.
Maybe that's what I'd do if I won the lottery. Maybe the first thing I'd just buy a lawn somewhere and rideable. I still like
easy forest.
Just finance you can pay cash for it, but you're like, oh, I'll do Klarna. I'll Klarna this riding mower. Just 4 easy payments of $6,000. No biggie.
I love seeing that though. Like on like the smaller purchases that are like $100. It's like for 4 easy interest-free payments.
$25 installments. Oh, you want this plus sized what is it? What's the paper towel brand we get? Bounty,
yes.
You can get like the bulk size on like Amazon. Should do that. Just make payments on that. Skip a payment, get just slammed with like 32% interest.
That or they come take your paper towel. They come take a roll.
They're like, yeah, you're screwed, old son. We go and take what's ours. Oh my god. Just destroy your credit. You go to finance a car or something. You're like, yeah, I got a down payment. I'm here to party. I need a new Nissan Altima. And they're like, oh, about that. Did you forget to make a firm payment 6 months ago on paper towels?
On Bounty paper towels?
Yeah, but they came and took it. They didn't take it off my credit report. No, sorry, sir. You're gonna have to try something else. Oh man.
Dude, that kratom. I feel good.
Good. That's what we like to hear. Oh man. What else do we got? The kratom, dude. You're gonna get a bag. I need to keep that away from the office. That's gonna be a problem.
If people are on kratom and smelling salts,
oh dude, that's an upper and a downer simultaneously. You're like,
so do people just even out at that point, or do they just get super and then crash?
Just all sophisticated, just sit in the office. Wow, I feel really good. I got a lot of energy and I'm really relaxed at the same time. This is like Adderall and Xanax at the same time. Like in college when you just have all your homies like just Adderall all day and then they can't sleep, so they just Xanax all night.
I know nothing about this.
Yeah, I don't either. I didn't go to college.
I went for 2 years.
What'd you major in?
What? Okay. We started off electrical construction was number 1. And then we did a full just 180 criminal justice.
Oh yeah, that's right. Goodness.
I was almost a cop.
You a cop? You know you gotta tell me if you're a cop. Chaka. Man, that's wild.
I really liked the electrical construction. I did until I was apprenticing.
Yeah. Let's get into that.
Oh, that's a story.
How did it start?
The job or just the electrical idea?
How'd you get the job?
So at the time I was working at a local fun factory.
Mm-hmm.
Old Spin City.
Oh yeah.
I was working there.
Roller skating rink.
I was in high school. I was a senior in high school, just trying to make a buck, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I had a buddy that came in one night and he was like, "Hey, you're going to school for electrical, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I know a guy that's looking for an apprentice." And I was like, "Dude, sign me up."
Yeah.
Like right now. He goes, "I'll call him." So I took my break, talked to him on the phone, and I was super pumped. I went in for my interview.
You're like, I bet this guy's going to be really cool.
Went in for an interview. Well, that wasn't the guy I talked to. I talked to the other guy,
Oh, so he actually was a
his
cool
partner.
guy.
So he was actually a really cool guy. Still is. Still talk to him to this day.
All
Really
bait-
good guy.
Bait and switch, yeah.
And going for my interview, same thing. Just awesome. It sounds like the golden ticket.
You're like, dream job. I'm set for life.
Go in, quit the other job. Put in my 2 weeks. I'm like,
I'm out of here. I got my golden
I
ticket.
got my golden ticket. I'm out.
This is my Bitcoin.
First day comes. I roll up and they meet me. The owner meets me out at the job site.
Mm-hmm.
And I rolled down my window and I'm like, all right, where do you want me? And he's like, first of all, where I want you is to take those damn subwoofers out of your truck, because if I hear those things once, I'm going to put a hammer through them. And I instantly was like, this was a bad decision.
Rightfully so.
So
You're like this. If I can't have my subs, I can't.
But the thing, they weren't even on. There was nothing going on. Like I wasn't bumping music at all. Like
no,
there was no reason for it. It was
just tripping,
and
it's just the voices in his head.
Dude, I don't know what it was. So I get out, I put on my tool belt, I'm ready to go to work, and he goes, "You can take that off now. We need coffee." So sends me to Starbucks, and I mean, I don't even remember the order. It was it was a science experiment. I'm pretty sure is what it was. I don't even think he knew what he was ordering. And I get back it took me like 25 minutes to go get this coffee because it took a while to make. Yeah. I get back and he takes them out of my hands and then just dumps them in the trash and goes, "Get to sweeping." And I'm, all right, let's.
You're like, dang, is this an initiation?
Let me mind you, I'm only about an hour in to this.
And how old are you during this?
17.
Yeah, youngin.
So I'm like, all right, big boy job,
earning your stripes.
I've got to earning the stripes. This is what it is, at least for the first few years. Well, we get in a few months, and I'm up on a ladder at this new construction house. I'm running a wire for a hot tub. Mm-hmm. I'm up on a ladder and I think I put a staple in wrong, like on the wrong truss, and he just kicks the ladder. I fall, not very far. I was only like the second step. So I like kind of stumbled down, I guess you could say. And he goes, "What are you doing?" And I was like, it
sounds like Satan.
That's in my mind. That's how it sounds. And I tell him I'm running the wire like you told me. Before I could even finish my sentence, a fist just flies. I get decked right in the face. I fall. I hit a truss, chip my tooth, and I'm like, no. "Oh, this is not good."
Oh no!
But what do, Trev? I tough it out.
Yeah, you eat that thing.
I did.
Say, back to work.
Yeah, and I got right back to work. I took the staple out and I just kept moving. But yeah, that was.
I wonder what he thought. He's just.
I don't think he thought.
It's you.
I'm 17. Let me mind you, I'm 17.
What? You just get socked in the face, chip your tooth, get down, and then just pop back up and.
I can't even remember what I did. Like it's all kind of a blur.
You were concussed, right?
I just hop. I
guess what he thought. He probably was like. Expected you to just leave, like quit, and then he just sees you like get up and start working again. He's probably like, "What the fuck is this kid?"
But no,
I didn't get the hint. We don't want you around, dirt.
I was doing my job. Like I was doing what I was supposed to be doing.
Good thing you guys didn't have HR. They wouldn't have thought that was your
because it was just us 3 that worked there, and I always thought it was kind of weird. Why
you call the HR hotline? You're like, you just see his phone ringing. You're like, oh, he wears multiple hats.
And oddly enough, my deciding factor why I quit this job was one day he leaves to go bid another job out of town. I mean, only like an hour away, but he leaves me to wire this house by myself, and I felt confident.
Yeah.
But he didn't leave me enough wire.
Oh.
So I call him and he's like, well, go down to the Home Depot and get it yourself. I said, well, I don't have the company credit card.
Yeah.
He goes, I didn't say anything about a company credit card. He wanted me to pay for this spool of wire.
He's like, dang it, boy, you need to pay to work here.
And I was like, yeah, nope, that was it. I left my tool belt and I just left.
Like,
and
I can't afford it.
He gets back like 2-3 hours later, and I'm gone by this time. I'm riled up.
Packed out.
And
he's just looking for
he
somebody.
calls me and goes, where are you? And I was like, I'm quit. I'm done. And I was expecting more of a fight. And he goes, okay. And hung up the phone. Texts me and goes,
it's even more scary.
You can come get your paycheck. And I was so riled up. I was like, you can just keep it.
Yeah.
And he texts me back and says, you can just, I text him back and say, you can just keep it.
Yeah.
After he said, you can come pick up your paycheck. And he goes, if I had it my way, I would, but the law would not allow me. If I don't hear from you by 5, I'll send it out in the mail on Monday.
Oh, wow.
And my whole big whopping $250 paycheck from these guys, because I'm making $13 an hour, which was still a step up from what I was making before.
Oh, man. You got to take a card out of Jake Paul's book or something, dude. If you're going to get hit, you got to get paid a little more than that. You can't be making minimum wage.
I just want to take a book out of Mike Tyson's playbook, dude, just double cheeked up,
Ooh.
walking around on camera.
You know, that would be my dream. Man, if I won the lottery and I didn't have like a job or responsibilities, that'd be my dream. Would be to like go to Starbucks, make an order, and then just walk away cheeked up like he did. Just everywhere I go, anywhere where there's like someone service or something in public, if I could just walk away cheeked up and just act like it's normal. Be like, look at people weird. Be like, why are you looking at me?
Why are you staring?
Like, yeah, what's your problem? That'd be my dream. Man. Yeah, take a page out of his book.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness. But you got revenge on that guy, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I got revenge on him. A few years later, I'm working this other just dead end job, locating utilities.
You had a few of those.
I did have a few of them.
We had to earn your stripes, old son.
Well, I did.
That's part of not finishing college, not majoring in college, I guess.
Yeah,
we all get to these dead ends.
Just wasting money. And no, I got revenge. I'd show up, I'm locating utilities, and I get an emergency call, and I show up, and they have this ditch open because a sewer line broke. And I walk up to the ditch to like ask where they needed the locates at. And I look down, and my old boss,
lo and behold,
is just
Satan
standing
himself
in human feces, digging a trench.
Oh.
And let me tell you, I didn't care that it was 2:00 in the morning. I was smiling ear to ear.
Yeah, you don't need caffeine at that point. You were good to go after that.
Yep. He turns out business just went downhill.
You love to see it.
I like to think myself, I was the glue that was holding that company together. That's how I stay sane.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how you fall asleep at night.
Yeah.
Oh man, you love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody out there, if you own your own business, if you want to be an entrepreneur, first rule, if you don't want to lose it and hit rock bottom, just don't punch your employees in the face.
I think that, yeah, it's crazy that you have to say that, but
right. Some people, the trades, that's what happens if you don't finish college.
Yeah.
I can't say that. I love my job. I got
absolutely.
I got lucky. I went from Little Caesars to just the top. Here we are.
But I can't even be mad about it, because if I didn't go through all these jobs and it sounds so stupid, but go through the things that I had to endure,
right?
I don't think I'd be at the job I'm at today. Absolutely loving my job.
Right. Yeah. You'd take it for granted. You'd be like, oh,
I work for a great company. I have a great boss, amazing coworkers.
Don't forget, you're never more than a month away from a free burrito. That's my favorite.
That is, and they are just
delectable. I take 3 for the road.
I would say mediocre at best.
Gosh, how about the tacos yesterday?
Good
Lord.
Them were good.
I had 4 of them, plus refried beans, plus 4 cookies. I mean,
you didn't get any of the rice?
Oh, I had plenty of rice,
plenty
of refried beans, plenty of cilantro. I mean, it was authentic Mexican food.
They came to the shop and cooked it for us right there.
right there.
It was good.
Carne de queso taco.
That's right. You're learning Spanish.
I am Duolingo.
What-
I'm not fluent yet, but
You had what? You're
good
like
thing.
6-month mark or a year mark?
mi perro es muy bonito. Mi hijo es muy inteligente en la casa.
Wow.
Mhm. We're getting there. We are getting
Let's
there.
hold on. Let's just take a second here and just clap it up for OT Rev over here.
Thanks. Yeah, so we'll get there. I think Duolingo probably not the best way to learn. I need to get in like the heart of Mexico or like the heart of Spain, Madrid, and
Just go for it.
learn it. Yeah,
Yeah.
to talk with the locals. I don't know. You'd learn the slang and stuff too. Man, speaking of water truck drivers, I had one that was completely.
Speaking of water truck drivers.
Yeah, I had one that was knew absolutely zero English, and he had just got chased down by a Karen in a car, just screaming at him. So I go over to him. I'm like, "Hey, man, you all right? Like, what was she saying?"
Yeah,
Like,
right.
you know, try to alleviate the problem. He's like, "Oh no, no habla inglés este," and I'm like, "All right, dude, I don't know." He's like, "Oh, uno momento." I was like, "Okay." So
Uno
he goes to the
momento,
truck.
por favor.
And he gets his phone and it's just translating everything like he's saying and I'm saying. I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
that's actually pretty rad. And so we got to the bottom of it. But I was like, be a lot more respectful if I knew Spanish. We'd be able to get to the problem. But I don't know.
There's a water truck driver that got stuck today, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on that road back behind the office there. Got going up one of the hills. And
Oh, no.
Another one got stuck yesterday. But there was a separate one that got stuck today, chained up, everything.
Yeah, them old boys have some big old balls. They like doing stuff that they shouldn't be able to do.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we'll be all right. We can send that one.
Just send it.
Just gonna send her. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Hate to see it.
Love
Duolingo.
truck drivers though. Love the water truck drivers.
Yeah, what a thankless
They don't
job.
get paid enough for what they do,
Mm-mm.
but they're happy doing it. Well,
They
I
are.
mean, I don't know if they're happy doing it,
I
but
hope not.
they never show a frown to me.
Yeah.
I have never seen one of them frown.
No, it's a very thankless job. They do the best they can.
I wonder what they think about
like probably like, oh man, I need to get this load of water up this cliff before dispatch calls me and wonders where I am. I have 4 more loads to get today. Like the pumper that left for home 3 hours ago is going to be really upset if I don't
You
get this
don't
load
get
of
there
water.
soon.
Yeah, that's probably what they're thinking about. Or they're like, country road, take me home. West Virginia. Probably thinking about winning the lottery or what they're going to do with their Bitcoin earnings. I don't know. Something.
I can tell you what I'm going to do when I win the lottery, and it's going
Buy
to get you some
tires?
singing lessons.
Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, I need them. You know what, dude? In a year from now, I ain't going to need the singing lessons. I'm going to be fluent in Spanish and I'm going to sing that. Arriba. Ah, la 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 bamba.
I want to hear a concert live on GAF.
I mean, my drum set's right there. We could do it right now. Death metal, though. That's all I listen to.
Do they have Spanish death metal?
They do. Yep.
I've never heard it.
I'll have to show it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, it sucks. Just liking metalcore and death metal because no one likes metalcore or death metal. Everyone.
I listen to it every once in a while when I want to get absolutely hyped.
Yeah, but the problem with me and what's so unbelievably annoying is if someone's like, "Oh, you listen to metal? I like that. Yeah, I like Slipknot and Five Finger Death Punch and Bring Me the Horizon. Great bands." And I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, death metal.
I'm like, no, that's like nails on a chalkboard. I'd rather listen to Hawk Tua.
Oh, that old girl.
Yeah.
She's making quite a fuss these days.
Yeah. Breaking news. She released her own coin, Hawk coin, today.
This is the first I've hearing of it.
Went up.
He told me about it before we started, and I was like, what?
It crashed. And everybody online, all these like internet gurus are like, learn Haktua's way of stealing $50 million from her fans and this kind of stuff. So yeah, it was pretty interesting.
She blew up really quick.
She did, yeah.
That was an overnight sensation.
A lot of people said she was like old Bobby Aldith and thought she was an industry plant, but I don't think so. I think that was just a stroke of luck.
Yeah.
But I don't know. She started like a dog or a thing for like animals, so maybe not too bad of a person.
Nah, she seems nice.
Let's get her on the pod. We'll have her on next week. Yeah, we could get her on
next week.
Hot tools. Bid on that, lady. Yeah, goodness. Be like, listen, I bought your coin and it didn't pan out. The least you can do to pay me back is get on the pod. Unreal.
Gotta love it.
You love to see it. What other breaking news was there?
Tesla stock took a huge leap today.
Yeah, it did.
Looks like
350, 375.
I don't remember. I know it was like. I can't. I'm not going to say because I do not remember.
Let's get live data on it. Wrong phone.
The Yeti makes a reappearance.
Oh my gosh, boy Yeti. Yeah. Yeti costs more than a damn Tesla share. You know, I mean, it's gotten out of control. Oh my gosh, 6% today. Heads up. Oh,
making big moves today.
What unbelievably hurts my feelings. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't have options. Options cannot last. They expire. They would have already expired. But I mean, right after the pandemic, we were buying so many Tesla options. Like, if you would have rolled those into now, share price was $34 then. So, and that was pre-split. So, what would that be? That'd be like $400.
Dude, you know the stock market more than I could ever imagine.
It would be about $4,000 a share now. But yeah, Tesla's stock price hit $391. I think that's the high for the day, actually.
Oh wow! Yeah, we were talking about this the other week.
392. Yeah, 52. Oh,
dang, we were talking about this the other week of where we'd be at if back in 1995, if we had bought Apple stock.
Yeah, when you were in the womb.
Yeah, 9 cents a share.
Yeah, it'd be an interesting one. Or NVIDIA when you were in high school. That one would pay off.
I was just too busy just getting my ass whipped every day at work.
Yeah, you're like, no, I can't spare any change for that. I need to go buy some conduit from Home Depot to keep my job. Unbelievable. Now you look back, you're like, that was the worst trade of all time. Like, dang. Oh, man. Yeah, it's interesting. It'll be fun to see what Tesla's price is when this comes out. If it's crashed or if it's just to the moon.
I think it's only up from here. I couldn't see.
Yeah,
I mean, I could see it dropping a bit, but I don't see it.
Yeah, with the whole intertanglement with the government and stuff now, I don't know. I haven't paid attention to Tesla fundamentals in a while. And even when I did, I wasn't doing leaps or anything on options. I was never a long-term holder of Tesla, which obviously I should have been. Mistake number 3 million, but their fundies are probably good. I don't know if they get rid of the EV tax credit. Just I don't know. Seems like it would hurt them, but maybe not.
We'll see.
Maybe that'll be okay.
Stick around and find out.
Yep. They're taking SpaceX public at some point, so you'll be able to buy into the rocket. Yeah.
Oh, SpaceX. I absolutely love it.
You know, it's wild, and Carson doesn't get this, but I've told a few people and pretty mixed responses, but I'm like, when I die, like, it was a thing for a while where I'm like, I don't want my carcass to be on Earth. I'm like, I'd want to die in space and just be like,
just floating around,
just let it float just forever. And people think they're like, that's morbid. I'm like, what?
I want to go places.
Are you gonna burn me? Like, so burning me in this little thing and then put me in a little jar forever? That's not. That's not Mormon. I'm like, send me into a rocket man. I think it's gonna be a long time.
I'm taking back the singing lessons.
Dude,
that was good.
unreal.
That was good.
We're hitting all the notes. Yeah, I want to be Rocket Man. I'm like, dude, if they start sending people to Mars, it's a one-way trip. I'm like,
dude, I'm telling you, if it in my lifetime, if I'm able to live on Mars,
yeah, let's go.
I'm going.
Let's go, drill, baby, drill. We got a job, dude.
If they start drilling on Mars, dude, I am there.
They're drilling for water there, though. Like, we're getting pretty thirsty. Now that I have a kid, my perspective's actually changed a little. I'm like, I probably should be a little more responsible than that. Probably should get like a living trust and a life insurance policy before I start yeeting myself to Mars. Just
settle boy up before you hit Mars.
Yeah,
dude.
Not even dead yet. I'm just up there. They're like, I just opened the hatch. They're like, whoa, like you would have been fine. We're going right back. We're like, oh, too late. See ya, just floating. I immediately regret this decision. And then just purple boy out there. I land on some other planet. They're like, it's an alien. Like, that's an ugly old bastard. Why is he purple? Oh man. They're like, what an idiot. Like, this thing needs oxygen to survive. What a loser. Yeah, what a loser. Unbelievable. Yeah. Can't have it all.
No, he can't. He can't have it all. Learn that the hard way.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want it all.
Could have had it all, you know.
Yeah, I would have sold the truck.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, selling a truck, it's not worth it. It's after mine. I'm like, that's the most stressful thing in the world. I mean, I still got the dirt bike for sale, and that thing, it was a fun build, but I'll never ride it. My days are riding.
Drop the deets on the bike, dude.
Riding her over.
Give it the plug so that way our listeners will want to buy it.
Yeah, but I mean, that's like my dream build right there. I'm like, it's priced so high. I'm like, I don't want nobody to buy that old boy.
It's a beautiful bike.
I mean, even the forks and the triple clamps, they're really rare. So I'm like, I'd hate to part with those, but at the same time, it's like my garage could catch on fire and the thing would burn to the ground, and I'd be like, well, so much for that. I wish I would have sold it.
No, it's a pretty bike, dude. A lot better than mine.
Yeah. It's the only bike I've been like had a little bit of an attachment to. I used to just go through them. I mean, like when I was racing in 22, beginning of the season, I knew it was like the last season I was going to take serious before I started a family or whatever. So we were racing in Rock Springs, doing an arena cross series up there. And my bike was my bike a year old? I don't even think my bike was a year old yet. I had a 21 Cowie. Did like exhaust. I didn't have that much to it, but just Cowie 450 racing. Doing pretty good. We were racing pro. There was a few guys that were quite a bit faster, but yeah, one of the races coming to the first corner and kind of got hit, but it didn't feel that hard or anything. There's a video of it. And then the bike's just locked in first gear. And I'm like, what the heck? Can't shift it, nothing. And then I finally get it into second. And it's just the worst noise I've ever heard. And I'm like, oh no, like what did I do? Did I just grenade the bike? What's going on? So then of course I like need to see what's wrong with it. So I finished the race. I think probably got dead last. I don't know. Finished the race and then just make it so much worse trying to find out the problem. Just grinding this thing in and out of gear, just destroying it. And I called my mechanic buddy. I'm like, dude, this thing, I don't know if a shift fork broke or what, but I'm down historically. He's like, all right, well, don't ride it. We'll get it back and then get it fixed. And yeah, got it back, split the cases. And I think it was third gear. No, it was fifth gear. The gears, because they're constant mash transmissions, the fifth gear, the gears just snapped off and were just in the case and just made their rounds. Because on the 450s, your transmission oil and your engine oil are all in the same thing. So it made its rounds, destroyed a bunch. Had to had to buy brand new cases. And those, like during that time, it was after the pandemic, so it was hard to get stuff from Japan. It was going to take months. So then I just went and bought a brand new 450. But I bought a Yamaha. So I went from Cowie to Yamaha because the 22 Yamis were supposed to be really good, and raced that a few times just to keep points and stuff in like Delta, Utah, and then over by Denver and stuff a bunch, and just absolutely hated that thing. Just couldn't get comfy. Thing didn't turn for me at all. And the whole time everybody's like, just ride it more, like you'll get used to it. And I'm just like, this thing is terrible. But we got good points, won a lot of races, and then by the time the 21 was good to go, it was May, and then we were up in Wyoming for a sand race. Motocross, got that thing back, and it was just clicking after that. I was so glad to have that bike back.
You had a good career.
It was a good career. That year was good. I had one really bad crash in Delta, Utah I think it was on the Yamaha, just cross-rutted, smacked a lip, and just wow. Other than that, it was a good year though. I had a few people take me out and got a little banged up, but nothing bad. But yeah, got that Cowie back and then started clicking them off, was winning points in both classes. And then I was out at the practice track riding one day, and there's like this 120-foot like table basically in the back, and we're hitting that all day. And I'm coming up to it because it's kind of like a 60-foot table, 80-foot table, 120 table, and hitting those all day. But it was pretty dusty coming around, and I'm like coming up to the 120, and I'm like, man, I don't have enough. Something's wrong. Am I out of gas or what? It just was down a little on power. I'm like, so I roll that go around, and then the bike's just like losing more and more power. I'm like, this is weird. And then it just completely stops, just completely shuts off, and then won't start. And I'm like, and sure enough, smoked the rings. It sucked a bunch of dirt in, and it's the first time I've ever blown a bike up like that. I've never had it happen.
It would make me sick to blow. I mean, I ride a dirt bike, but I don't ride a dirt bike, and it would make me sick just when I dump it.
It's that one's tough too, because then the head and everything, you got all that dirt on there. Your engine's super hot, so when it sucks it in there, it's not like you can just go throw new rings on the piston or get a new piston. You're good to go. You got to clean all that stuff out, basically poured it. So that sucked. Well, I had a Supercross race the next week in Junction, so I'm like, I'm not riding the Yamaha. I still had that thing. I'm like, the mechanic sent the 21 to him. He was getting that thing fixed. He's like, I'm probably not going to be able to get it done by this weekend. I'm like, well, I'm not riding the Yamaha. I'm like, so straight to All Terrain. Buy another.
You bought another bike.
450 Cowie.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, well, I don't want to race this if it doesn't look exactly like my last bike. So I got everything to be identical to the 21, and then raced it. And that's the race you saw.
Yep, I went
before you even knew who I was.
I was just trying to be your friend,
and
really hard.
Yeah, that was the second to last Supercross race. Won the Supercross championship, won the motocross championship, B class, and that was fun. And then
absolute legend.
Did Dealer Cup. After that, I think I've rode. Let's see, that was 22. I've rode 2 times since then. Because I rode that when I bought it. Then I rode Scoobs with the Husky like 2 years ago. So yeah, pretty much called it a day. Hence the hat.
Yeah, I suck at dirt biking, Mr. I won this championship.
Well, I used to not suck as bad at dirt biking, but yeah, I figured we talked about that a little bit since the stuff's in the back. Just washed up local.
Ain't we all?
What can you do?
Ain't we all?
You know. What was your favorite hobby? Did you have anything like that
growing up?
Yeah,
I played sports, football.
Favorite one? What one were you best at?
You're gonna make fun.
We'll see.
I played soccer.
Oh, soccer. No, soccer's cool.
I love soccer. I was pretty
in
good
the
at it.
US, it's not as big of a deal because we got football, but soccer is huge.
Oh, I loved playing
international.
soccer. I was good at it.
Yeah.
At least I thought I was.
Yeah.
I played basketball. I played football. I'd say my second favorite was probably football. I really enjoyed that.
I'd hope so, because what did you coach earlier this year?
I did coach some youngins, some little 10-year-olds.
Let's elaborate on that.
Let's not. Do we have to go into that?
What was their skibbity doodah lingo like?
Oh, dude, I can't understand it. I don't understand what they're saying to me. And my wife, she teaches middle school.
They didn't riz you up?
I don't know what they were doing.
You're too much Ohio, dude. You're just
like what? Like that doesn't even make sense to me.
I don't know. You're too mid, son.
Oh, my wife will come home and she'll talk about it, and I'm like, "Is this another language? Like, what are we speaking here?"
You need Duolingo for Gen Z or Gen Alpha, whatever they are. You're Gen Z. Yeah, you need that.
I don't know what
Duolingo. You need that
generation I am. I just know that it sucks.
You understood it when old boys cussed you out.
Sure did. Sure did.
You're just like,
When old boy cussed me out, though, there was
how'd that one go?
I got cussed out by a 10-year-old.
Rightfully so.
And how do you react to that? As
I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably cry and head to my truck, eat a bologna sandwich.
I just was like, all right.
Going so
Yeah, I think we're all right. But,
unreal.
but
Great.
no, I was like, apple, son. And he took a lap, and I said, "You done?" He goes, "No, now I'm more pissed at you." And I'm like,
right, I
all
would
right.
be too.
Barrel crawls, old son, get after it. So he gets after it,
man.
and I walk off, and he was fine after that. But
Yeah, these kids, they got it too easy now.
oh, it was fun though. I had a lot of fun coaching them. We didn't do so hot, but that was to be expected. I was a first-year coach.
Yeah.
I was assistant coach. Let me clarify. I wasn't the head coach, so I can't be blamed for this. But
yeah, you're like, if I was head coach, I'd pull my old boss's move on that. Just start swinging.
Just start swinging.
Oh man.
But no, it was a good time. Kids were fun. Honestly, I think why it kind of ruined it for me was parents and other coaches. They just, I mean, this is peewee football. Let's take a step back.
They're taking it serious.
This is not draft day. Like, we're not a week away from draft.
Oh man.
And
they're like, my boy's gonna get the Heisman, and you're keeping him from that. Get him out there. You're like, all right,
dude, I'm sorry. He's picking his nose under the tent. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Chance. Oh, that's hilarious.
No, they were fun. I probably won't do it next season just because I have a lot going on.
Yeah, you're gonna have a full plate next.
I'm gonna have a full plate, so I probably won't be doing that next season, but that's okay.
Yeah,
we'll get back to it at some point.
You'll be all right. You won't know the lingo, but that's okay.
I wasn't meant to know this lingo.
Oh, I wonder what the lingo is gonna be.
Skibbity doodah, Ohio Rizzler.
Yeah, the Rizzler, dude. Riz 'em up, Dad.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I don't know. We'll see. We didn't check that in the other pod. I don't know if it did it or not.
Dude,
what's the time on this thing so we can go back and check it?
Let's see.
It's like 59:40.
59:48. How do you say 59? Man? Oh, that would have been so much cooler if I would have said it. Oh well. What can you do?
I can count to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I can, okay, maybe I can count to 12. Isn't it like, unce, don't say.
Unce, don't say, 14, 15, 14, 14. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I got a D in Spanish in high school.
Oof. Yeah, you got that D, daddy.
You right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's I wasn't. I could have been a better student, but I was having fun.
Yeah,
I was living life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't take high school very seriously.
I wish I
don't
would have.
even remember it. Yeah.
I wish I would have taken high school a little bit more seriously, but
Yeah.
you live and you learn.
Might have avoided a punch in the face, but that's all
I
right.
doubt it.
I still would have got
I
it.
still would have
You
got it
still would've
somewhere.
got it, yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
It's
high
fine
school.
though.
At least we didn't peak in high school. It was like the opposite of that.
Oh, dude, I was down bad. I was
Oh,
down bad in
man.
high school, but I was having fun.
When are we gonna peak? If we didn't peak in
I
high school,
haven't peaked yet.
Yeah,
Is that a
come
good sign
on.
or a bad sign? I don't.
Maybe GAF pod will get us there. Maybe
Let's
start
go,
tickets
people.
to
Let's
peaking.
go.
Oh, that'd be even more sad. Oh well. Our kids would-
That won't be sad. That'd be good.
yeah.
But what are we gonna do when our kids are down the road
just
20 years and they're like, I heard old Pops had a podcast.
Yeah, they put it on. They're like, they start listening to like their dad's talking about when they were gonna peak, and then they're like, oh, son of a buck. Goes in the hey Pops, remember 20 years ago when you were talking about peaking? What happened to
What
that?
happened to that?
They're like, hey Junior, get out of here. I'm still waiting, okay? Goodness. Come on, everybody, every dog has its day.
Heading to Mars next week.
Yeah.
We're gonna hope it's different up there.
Yeah, I'll peak up there. I'll peak at the top of Everest. No,
Is it bad? I don't have a desire.
It's a summit.
I don't have a desire to climb Everest. I don't.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's
why
so
would
bad.
I? Why would I do that? I don't know why.
I
I know a guy that's done it though.
Probably because you're not like a conceited, narcissistic sociopath.
I know a few of those.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you actually do. No, I think people that want to do that's cool. I think it's just the people that want to do it to like
Just for clout.
just for clout. Yeah, that's probably not the move.
I wouldn't recommend. What are some goals that you have to do? I'd say before you were 30, but you're past that. What are your goals to do to 40? What is your main goal?
To that mountain bike race
Next year?
winning that thing. I don't want to just finish.
You tried to recruit me into that garbage like yesterday.
I did, yeah.
There's no way.
Comment down below if you want D-Lane.
There's no way.
To do the race, to do the 30-mile race.
There's no way I'm going to be able to ride a bicycle for 30 miles.
Yeah, that's why we got to train you for it. You'll just follow me. You could start with this.
Dude, just put me in a sidecar on yours.
There we go. Yeah, get you in like the buggy that the kids ride in.
Dude.
Haul you around in there.
Yeah.
Switch off.
I can say I did it.
I'll let you do the downhills.
Dude, thank you.
Just run us into a tree, get us a flat tire. Like, I did the best I can. Yeah, so that's a goal. Other than that, I don't know, dude. Just do the best I can. Just keep trying to do the best I can. Try to get to like 5 downloads on the pod before I'm 40.
If we get 5 downloads on this pod, I'm gonna go just insane.
10 subs on YouTube. I don't know. What other goals are there? That's pretty much. I listen to a podcast with who's the big YouTube guy?
I don't know. I'm not.
He's like the biggest one. Oh, Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
that's
I
the
do
one
know
I
that
filmed the
one.
other
I
day.
do know him.
He talked about his grind. I'm like, I don't want to do that. He's like, I've been grinding since I was 11. He's like, I did it for like 6 years with like 0 people watching or doing any of that. I'm like,
It's gonna be us.
I'd do that right now because this is fun, but what comes after, like the workload, I'm like, no,
Right.
I'm good. I don't want it to turn into that. But would be fun.
Would it be worth
change
it though
people's
for
lives.
all that money that he's making? I mean, like, come on, you're just doing what you love
Yeah, if you
to
made,
make that much money.
if you made that much money, I think at that point it wouldn't even be about the money. I think at that point it's like the philanthropic stuff, like
Right.
giving the money away. I think that would be the
Oh,
coolest
that'd
part.
be so sick.
To just change people's lives. Ooh, that'd be rad. GAF will change some of the people's lives that watch this.
I don't know if it's gonna be for the better though.
Once we get some coin, we'll start doing some giveaways. We'll be like, all right, our 10th subscriber gets whatever,
Right now, we're working on merch.
virtual high five. We're getting the merch going. We're getting Patreon. We're gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get some stuff so we could give back to the community. I mean, we'll see who it is. It's probably just gonna be friends and family, dude. We're gonna be hooking them up.
I don't even know if my family's gonna listen.
Just keep your Christmas present so you can re-gift. Be like, hey, our eighth subscriber was actually my cousin Vinny, and he's getting.
Shout out to Vincent.
Yeah, shout out to Vincent. He's getting a car holder, a phone car holder.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's we'll get back. That'll be all right.
We should have Vincent on the pod.
Yeah, we should.
He gets back in a few days.
See how his adventures are. I'm down. Hopefully he's down. Just see what he's been up to. See how the old trek has been.
Do some before and after pictures. Dude, I've seen some pictures.
Can't get much worse than what it was before.
No, absolutely not. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's probably bald now.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
But
you can't beat it.
You can't beat it, dude. He was bound and determined. He did it.
That's what he needed. He's a tough old boy.
I love it.
I love to see it. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll get that. And anything else?
I mean, follow, like, subscribe on all the socials.
Download, follow, like, subscribe. I mean, no one's going to hear that part because they tuned out. But if you did, we absolutely love you. We had a lot of fun today. That was a great pod.
It was a great pod.
Absolutely spectacular.
Can't wait for the next one.
I don't want it to end. I want to do like a Rogan. I just want to go 3 hours. But to respect your guys' time, we're going to keep it.
To save you the trouble.
Yeah, we're going to, the torment. We're going to keep it around an hour on these. So
unless we blow up and you guys want more, we'll do more.
We're doing 24-hour streams. We're like, all right, guys, let's live stream this.
Dude, bet with the new phone.
Yeah, there we go.
New phone recording. We can just record.
Call it. Just have you next to the pillow. Just all right.
Snoozing.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay.
Well, we've got some ideas for the future. But
yeah, let us know what you think. Let us know what you want.
Yeah. Till next time.
All right.
Have a great week, and we will see you next time.
Later.